Hi everyone, I'm Luca, one of the co-creators of the Wick Editor, and today I'm going to be showing you how to add sounds using code in your Wick Editor projects. So before we get started, here's what we're going to make today. I've got a little button on screen, and when I click it, it fires a sound and kind of disappears in a cloud of smoke. So let's show you how we're going to make that. All right, so here I am. I've got my project up. It doesn't have a sound functioning yet. If I click on this button, it just fires the animation. The way that this little animation works is I just have a button and there's a mouse click script in here. And on mouse click, it just plays the timeline. I'm just using the play command here. So notice in the asset library, I already have a sound called poof.wave. If you've watched the last tutorial, you'll know that we could drag this onto the timeline and add it on a frame. But sometimes we want to trigger sounds exactly when an action happens, and lining things up on the timeline doesn't quite work out as easy as we'd like. So we're going to add it through code. Select your button or whatever interactive object you want to trigger the sound. Here I've already got a mouse click. If you don't have a mouse click yet, add one to your object or some other type of event. And I'm going to edit this mouse click, and right underneath the other code in this button, I'm going to add a command called play sound. Now, if we look down here in the reference section, there's a little sound tab, and if we click that, play sound is right there. And you'll notice that play sound comes pre-filled with an input here that's sound.mp3. You're going to change this to the name of your sound in the asset library. Mine is poof.wave, just like that. And now if I X out of this and I play my project, the sound fires. And that's it. That's how you play sounds using code in the Wick Editor. Now, let's say that you fire a sound and maybe it's a longer sound effect or a longer sound clip, and you want to stop it at some point. So for instance, you'll notice that this sound, when I play it, that sound lasts longer than the animation I have here. So let's make it so that when we get to frame 10, all the sounds in this editor stop playing. So now on frame 10, I can select this frame. And in the default script, I'm going to open up the sound reference again, and I'm going to click stop all sounds. So stop all sounds is a function that will just stop every sound playing in the editor that's been triggered by code. So if I play this project one more time, you'll notice that it cuts off really abruptly on frame 10. And stop all sounds is super useful if you have different sound effects playing and you need to stop them when you're moving between scenes or between frames. You're going to want to use that function. And that's it. That's how we add sounds using code in Wick. Now, if you like this tutorial and you want to see more, comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. If you're interested in supporting the Wick Editor, head on over to our Patreon and become a patron. All those donations go straight to developing the Wick Editor and are used to improve the tool overall. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial.